right. Good evening. Welcome to Ubuntu channel. We are live today, the 5th of January. It's a new year, and we want to wish you a happy new year. Not the first person to come live on Ubuntu channel because Lawrence was here on the first day of January 2024, and on the third day, his birthday, enjoying his birthday in the new year. And we are back today to talk about what's happening in terms of Zambian football. We've got a lot because we are on the countdown. 8 days from now, we'll be talking about AFCON 2023, which will be hosted by Ivory Coast. And we know that Chipolopolo or Zambia are doing their practice of the set up their camp in Saudi Arabia. We'll be talking about that. And on site tonight, I'm joined by Mr. Abia, all the way from the eastern part of Zambia. Good evening, Mr. Abia. Welcome to Ubuntu Sports.
Yeah, thank you so much, Reuben, for welcoming me, for having me on Ubuntu channel. And also, it's a lovely good evening to the viewers.
Great. I don't know how things are in Eastern Province in terms of Division One football. We know that Chipata United is playing Division One, and there's a breaking news there. We thought the coach has been suspended. What is the news in Eastern Province?
All right. It's National Division League. National League indeed, not Division One.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So Chipata United, the team is doing fine in terms of traveling, fulfilling fixtures away from home. You know, football is expensive right now for you to travel from here to Northwestern to Lusaka, Copperbelt is very expensive, but the team is managing. It's only that results is out of their favor because they are deeply inside the relegation zone. And in terms of issues containing with the club, disciplinary issues are there. You know, where there is human, God was also there. Where there is money, God was also there. The main challenge right now, Reuben, is the sponsorship. The club has a little sponsorship from Isandra Security. This Isandra Security is owned by the coach of Sparta United, which is Coach Esau Chalozulu. This one is the one who is sponsoring the team. He has been sponsoring the team since when he was in Division One Eastern, and right now he's still sponsoring. But he has opened up for other sponsorship to come on board to help him because managing National League is expensive. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. B, let's help our viewers. Let's bring in the history of this club. At first, it was sponsored by ZESCO United, by ZESCO Limited, the company that produces electricity here in Zambia. Then they had to pull out, and the team remained without any sponsor. Then what next? Who took over? Is it the same coach who took over the sponsorship of this club?
Yes, the club secretary and other people from the club, especially club manager and the president, approached Coach Esau Talozulu. By then, he was just a manager at Isandra. So they approached him in his office to take care of the club. So he accepted the offer and he became a coach at the same time. And at the same time, he became also a sponsor because this person has a company. He's running a company called Isandra Security. So that's when they changed the name from ZESCO Chipata to Chipata United. So this Chipata United now is sponsored by Isandra Security, whom is the owner, Coach Esau Chalozulu is the owner. So he's the main sponsor for now. So that's how it came Chipata United. So last week, the secretary for Chipata United visit the office of the coach for Chipata United. Then that's when Coach Esau Chalozulu advised the secretary if that the team will not find sponsorship. It will be very difficult for the team to find to fulfill fixtures away from home, especially when they have to travel to Mpulungu Youth with Northern. They have to play Mpulungu Youth, they have to play Kito United, they have to play so many fixtures away from home. Right now, Reuben, they have played the 18 games. So this means that 16 games has remained, 8 of them they have to play away from home. And there is the issues also, Reuben, in terms of gate charges. There are some people in the same club that are collecting money from the gate charges. This is what provoked Coach Esau Charles. Remember,
So
DK Stadium capacity
wait,
of DK Stadium.
wait, Mr. Abia.
Yes, yes.
Wait, Mr. Abia. So here the issue is, so the gate takings, once they're remitted, they're not going to the club account. Am I right? Is that what you're saying?
Some of the cash, yes, they're not going to club accounts. They're going straight away into the pocket of some individuals, few individuals within the club. So
And that's what.
This has brought some questions to the fans, because when DK Stadium is full capacity, the total number of people that are supposed to be there is 10,000 plus. So open wing, the gate charges are 10 kwacha, and the closed wing there, the charges are 20 kwacha, sometimes 25 kwacha. So people in the community, they love this club. So they come in numbers to support the team. And when they hear that, no, the club this week has made the 23,000, it's a surprising thing, Reuben, because if open wing have over 2,000 people paying the fee at 10,000 kwacha, it can be 20,000 kwacha from the gate charges just from open wing. Now, what about the closed wing?
Paying a 10 kwacha. Paying a 10 kwacha
yes.
each.
Yeah, they're paying 10 kwacha each. Now, over 2,000 people, they're in the open wing, paying 10,000 kwacha. It's over 20,000, isn't it? So now, how come the club can make 23,000 kwacha when when the stadium is full at capacity? So this is what provoked the coaches South Zulu, because the last weekend when they were playing, Jomulo? Is it Jomulo FC? He has to stand on the gate charges and see what was happening. So he captured some pictures and showed the team that this is what was going on. Some cash are not going to the pocket of the club. So he has to advise the secretary that if he's not doing anything in terms of bringing in a sponsorship of the club, then they have to dissolve the executive and select another executive that can help the team to find a sponsorship. So this is when it comes difficult for the secretary to handle. He organized his executive and made the resolution of suspending the coach Esau Charles. So they wrote a letter without a date and gave it to Mr. Charles that he has been suspended. And thereafter, he also responded within 48 hours. So he has responded. So we are waiting for the executive to sit down and review his response. So for now, at the weekend, Chipata United will not play any game. They have requested first to reschedule the game between Kito United and Chipata United, because they have some things to resolve within the executive. So this is what is going on here in Chipata, Reuben. We are waiting for more news and for more decision to be made within the club. Otherwise, the club is being loved from the members of the community and the entire Eastern Province. Remember, Reuben, we have fans from Lundazi, we have fans from Petauke, Katete, traveling away all the way from their respective residents to come and watch Chipata United. And now some individuals now they are showing their heart of self beneficial by get charges and delaying processes of bringing in the sponsorship, because with such kind of behavior no sponsorship can come in because of this what is happening in the club. So we hope for the better for Sparta United, because this is the only team, Reuben, that is representing Eastern Province.
Thank you for that update, Mr. Abia. Please keep us updated, and would love to hear what's happening, because yeah, you are right. That's the only team that is playing a national league, and we hope everything will be resolved amicably so that we can see Chipata United progressing and doing fine. Maybe they can play the Zambian Super League and represent Eastern Province for the first time. Would love to see Zambian Super League uh, being played by teams from all over the country. For some last few years, or for some time now, teams that are playing the Zambian Super League come from Lusaka, Copper Belt, Southern Province, and Northwestern Province. Want to see teams from Luapula, want to see teams from Northern Province, Muchinga, Western Province, and Eastern Province coming on board. And Chipata United made the first step coming into the National League. We hope they can uh, sort out whatever they are facing and come into the Zambian Super League. And I know Mr. Abia will automatically change from becoming or from being a Kana fan to a full-time Shibata United fan.
Definitely, but when you are a fan, you are a fan. So we are welcoming Idris Lunga Mbombo at Nkana. Whatever is happening at Sparta United, yes, I'll be a fan, but I'm a fan for Nkana, Ruben. I can't change.
Great. We'll talk about Idris Mbombo and the likes later on. But now let's talk about Avram Grant. Avram Grant picked his 27 man squad for the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations. We saw the likes of Fashion Zakala making the list, being part of the list. Uh, People like Isunzu. We saw Patson Daka, Luvambo Musonda, of course, is the captain, and a lot of people. Lawrence Mulenga, the goalkeeper. We also saw Francis Mwansa, also part of the goalkeeping department, and a surprise. Toast has been included also on the list. We thought maybe after being dropped in that game against Ivory Coast, maybe he wasn't going to make it. And surprise, surprise, he's part of the team and he's in Saudi Arabia. Mr. Abi, how do you make of the team that has been selected by Avram Grant to represent us at the Africa Cup of Nations starting next week, Saturday?
So far, so good, Ruben, because many of the players that are in camp right now, there are the players that we are expecting those players to be in the camp, because the only player that I can see is not there is the player that all the fans from Zambia, they know that right now is no longer a player. Enoch Mwepu is no longer a player. He's retired. So this is the only a player that we know that he is not in the part of the team. But everyone that we expect that this one is a magician in terms of midfield, defense, striking, they are all in camp. So I believe the team selection is good, Ruben. I can let it at 90% selection is very good. But let me start with the goalkeeping department.
Yep.
The selection of Lawrence Mulenga, Tostan Savata, and the other one who is may you remind me the other one?
Francis Mwansa.
Yes. These people they are doing well, especially Tostan Savata he has improved at ZESCO United. ZESCO United right now they are commanding the table in the Zambian Super League. So he has been doing well. The only problem for ZESCO United that is it has been difficult for them to keep clean sheets. So, but that we cannot lower Tostan Sabata that is doing fine at ZESCO. It is different from the case where he was at South Africa. He wasn't playing. Sometimes he was also spending a lot of time at the bench. But right now, he has all the time at ZESCO United playing very well. And I think he has improved. And my hope is that he will improve more because right now, the tax that he will be given if he has to be selected as the first choice goalkeeper, he need to improve more. Because, we have the likes of Sadio Mane. When they are on one with a goalkeeper, they don't play these guys. They
Yep.
their thinking is just to put the ball back in the back of the net. So I think Tosan Sabata is a good selection. Lawrence Mulenga. Lawrence Reuben is a goalkeeper that I prefer to be the first choice goalkeeper because why?
Ahead
He
of
has been
Tristan Sabata?
ahead of Tosan Sabata. Yes, Tosan Sabata is doing well, but Lawrence Mulenga I prefer him to be the first choice goalkeeper. Why? Because he has impresses me, Ruben. During the game against Ivory Coast, he shows his stability that this goalkeeper can be a good goalkeeper. Ruben, these goalkeepers are humans. They can make some errors, but they can work on it. I know he has made some errors for maybe 2 or 3 occasions, but Lawrence Mlenga is far better than Tosan Sabata Ruben. So I can rate him as the best goalkeeper so far in the camp to start on the goal position, especially when they are starting with the DRC. DRC, many of the players are playing in Europe. So when it comes to shooting, they know how to shoot. So I think Lawrence Mulenga can help us. Talking of, is it Francis? Is it Francis who? This is the
Francis Mwanza.
head Francis Mansa.
Yeah.
Francis Mansa, I think I don't have much clue on him, but is he playing at Red Devils?
Is at Green Buffalo. It's the second choice. Most of the time, the second choice
The
at the
Nyanta
Green
boys.
Buffalo. Yes, Nyanta Boys. And
Oh, if he's playing, okay. Now I
just,
have a
just like
clear picture of a goalkeeper. If it's
yeah,
Francis Mansa, he is also doing fine at Green Buffaloes. I didn't know that he's coming from Green Buffaloes, GBFC, the Nyanta boys. They are doing fine also. And if the same goalkeeper that I know, I think he's also a good goalkeeper. But he deserves to be a third choice goalkeeper. So first Lawrence Mulenga, second Tostan Sabata, third Francis. I think that's my hope.
yeah. But when you look at the
In
team,
yes,
only two players have been to the Africa Cup of Nations. That is Tofilan Sunzu and also Luvambo Msonda. But Luvambo Msonda, we know that time in 2015 he was still young. He didn't feature in any of the games that were played. But Tofilan Sunzu is the only person that has got the experience. When you look at the other side, like when you look at teams like Ghana, you've got players that have appeared for a long time going to the AFCON. Do you think this is going to hinder Zambia's performance at the Africa of Nations, looking at the squad that they have now that have assembled? I know it's because we've not been qualifying in the other editions. That's the reason why we're lacking that experience of the Africa Cup of Nations. Do you think this squad can still manage without having that uh, much experience or at the Africa Cup of Nations?
um, talking about impact, 15% yes, can have impact because many of our players I don't have experience on how to play for AFCON, but 85% no. Why? Because football has changed right now, Ruben. I remember when is it Comoros that went to AFCON last time? They have to make a lot of supplies. So that's now those teams you don't count that these teams they can't do fine at the AFCON. They are the teams that are doing fine. I remember if it's not Morocco, whether it was if it was not Comoros, um, it was the other team that a goalkeeper was injured and a player has to come in a goalkeeping position. And the strikers struggled to shoot the ball past the player who was now a goalkeeper. You know, that player made history, Ruben. So, uh, AFCON right now is not about experience. It's about coordination of players. How you coordinate when you are playing opposition team. How you unite when things are not going well in the pitch. How the coach is also organizing you to come together, to work together in terms of defensive. There are strategies, Ruben, where number 7 and number 11 has to drop in the midfield, and number 8 has to drop into the defense. Then you remain with a one striker up front that is counter-attacking football. Right now in Zambia is not used by many, but it is also a good tactic where a lot of teams in the past AFCON, like 2013 coming back to 2010, 2012, 2008, I have seen many of teams using that strategy and it has worked. So for Zambian team, I don't think experience can affect us. I don't think so because a lot of players they are playing in Europe like Lameck Banda, Fashion Sakala, Person Daka, Kingsley Kangwa, uh, the other player Emmanuel Banda, Frankie Musonda. Uh, Talking of many players are playing in Europe, so I think the leagues that are being played for they are better league compared to any other league in Africa. So I don't think we can have a lot of negativity in terms of performance at AFCON. Yes, unless otherwise in terms of injuries and the other things, maybe yes, we can have impact. But right now, when the team is full, geared, no injuries has been hit by the team, I don't think we can have that impact, Ruben.
Thanks for that. We hope for the best. We'll come back next week again just to give you more information of what will be happening at the Africa Cup of Nations. And we are glad also to share that Diamond TV has also acquired the rights for all the 52 matches of the Africa Cup of Nations. And if you want to watch the games, you can watch them on Diamond TV, and also our own ZNBC will be showing live these games. We'll give you all the schedules and also the fixtures next week when we come back on Ubuntu Sports next week, same time at 20 hours. But now let's bring it to the Zambian Super League, where we see ZESCO dominating. We've gone past half of the league so far, 18 games played. ZESCO still on top, followed by Red Arrows. And surprising surprise team so far this season for me is Nkwazi, who are third with 30 points. I don't know which team is surprising for you, Mr. Abia, but when you look at the table, ZESCO looks so comfortable so far.
Yeah, Zesco looks like so comfortable because for the game that they have played 18 games and they have won 10, they have only drawn 6. I think they are doing fine. I can say Zesco right now they pull up their socks because last season they were not in top 4, if I don't make a mistake. They were not in top 4 or maybe on top 3. They were not near there. But right now they're on top. Yeah, they are at least this team is preparing for CAF Champions League games. So I hope for the better for Zesco United. I know for me, Ruben, it's not a surprising story. Zesco has been in the Zambian Super League for a long time. They have been dominant for a long time, though they have won less trophies compared to Nkana, who are in the red zone right now. So it's not a surprise that Zesco United are on top, Ruben. Red Arrows, yes, the team that won a Super League 2 years ago. It's not a surprise. Nkwazi is a surprising team, yes, but Nkwazi have is it Nkwazi or Green Eagles who played CAF Confederation Cup for 3 or 4 years ago? Is it Nkwazi?
It was Eagles. Look, for
It was
Nkwazi,
Green Eagles.
why I'm saying yes, for Nkwazi,
Okay.
the reason I'm saying it's a surprising team for me is last season this team survived on the last day. They were almost going for into the relegation, but survived by beating Green Eagles on the last day. And look, this season they are number three, 30 points in 18 matches, and they've picked up they've beaten some good teams when they play at Edwin Mbwela. And when you watch their football, Oswald Mutapa is really changed, transformed this team. And if you watch some of the games, this is a team that actually has beaten Moza, one of the stubborn teams that you know. They've also beaten the likes of Ankana by 3 goals to 1. Mutondo Stars is one of the stubborn team, but Nkwazi has managed to beat them 2-0. This is the Nkwazi I'm saying. It's a surprising team for me this season.
Yes, that's Zambian Super League for you because you know, uh, Reuben, even if our Zambian Super League is rated as not one of biggest league in Zambia, you know, when you go to other leagues, you find that a single team has been winning that league for season and season. But it's not like that here in Zambia. You find today you have ZESCO United, tomorrow you have Unkana, tomorrow you have Ledalos, tomorrow you have Power Dynamos. So as for Nkwazi, yes, it's a surprise because they were fighting relegation last season. But this team has been worked on with the new coach. I think he has brought a lot of change there. So I think they deserve where the position where they are. Yeah.
Let's talk about your team now, Kana. We've seen they've done 4 signings today just to improve the squad. We know the team has not been in good form of late, uh, picking some draws and some isolated wins here and there, but most of the games have ended up them losing. And we've seen them signing the likes of Idris Ilungambombo, and they've also grabbed a goalkeeper from Muza by the name of Monga Ndala. Do you think these are enough now to transform the fortunes of Nkana going forward this season?
I think for signings, yes, it can help us to survive relegation, especially on the Idris Ilungambombo. He has played Zambian Super League before. He has experience. I think in terms of striking, he can help Nkana to get out from relegation zone. Talking of a goalkeeper from FC Muza, yes, this is a goalkeeper who has experience. Last season, he shows that this is a goalkeeper who is vying for a space in the national team, though he has not grabbed it yet. But in terms of goalkeeping, yes, he can help us. So I think this signing can help Unkana to move away from relegation zone. I think they have to really work hard in terms of defensive because defensive is our main problem. Striking, yes, we have a problem. In terms of midfield, yes, we have, but it's a little bit. But defense and striking is the only problem that I see from Nkana. In terms, because when we are playing with Power Dynamos, Reuben, we have a lot of chances against Power Dynamos, but we failed to utilize it. You know, this is what gives you a picture that you have a strong midfield, but you don't have a striker who can finish up those chances converted into goals. So this is what is lacking at Nkana. And goalkeeping area also is poor. So I think that goalkeeper can help us, Reuben. So I believe that Nkana will survive relegation, Reuben.
So in your prediction, what do you think Nkana will end this season? On which position?
Nkana will end at 10th position, if not at 11th position.
And which team are going to be relegated?
Team that are going to be relegated, Reuben, I can confirm here that Trident is one of the team that will be relegated. No doubt about it. Prison Leopard this time, whether they like it or not, they have to play either Chipata United next season. uh, Napsa Stars will survive. but the Kansashi Dynamos will drop into uh, red zones. Then about Napsa Stars and Konkola Blades, everyone have to fight for a place in the Zambian Super League. So these are the teams that I can predict that they can go down to red zones. But Prison Leopard, Trident, confirmed. I can confirm here. Even the league is not yet over, I can confirm, Ruben, that these teams will not survive relegation.
And Trident about to beat that record that was set by Kaisa, where they're going without a win. 18 games played, no win, 10
No
draws,
win.
8 losses.
What is draws?
Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
that's how sad it is for Trident. But let's look at now the fixture that will be taking place tomorrow and also Sunday. Let's start with a big one at Nakambala Stadium. It's Muza hosting Red Arrows. Where do you see this game going? Muza or Red Arrows?
Ruben, to say the truth, Ruben, the grass will suffer tomorrow because FC Muda, when they're at home, they are playing really good football. Though in the past few games they have been not performing that performance that have been shown in the last season. But if this game, the way I see it, I see a draw there. But if there is a win, it can be either way. It can be either FC Muda or Red Arrows. But high percentage is a draw, Ruben.
Uh, Again, let's another tricky game that will be played tomorrow. Nkana is hosting Mutondo Stars. When Mutondo Stars hosted Nkana lost by a goal to nil, and Nkana now is being hosted by Nkana is hosting Mutondo Stars. These teams are sharing the same stadium, so no team is away. They are sharing the stadium and no fans. Nkana have brought in new players to help the team survive relegation. Do we see a turnaround from here? What is your prediction for the Nkana versus Mutondo Stars?
Yeah, the Kalampa, they cannot lose the game home and away. Yes, our performance is not good, but losing home and away to Mtondo Stars will not allow that. So, a win for Nkana is a must. So, for this game and the new signings that we have signed, if those signings are allowed to play tomorrow, Nkana will be having a 3 point and we will be at 19 points tomorrow from 16 that we are having. If a win will be a very difficult thing tomorrow, Ruben, a draw is a plus for Nkana. Then we only move from 16 points to 17. So high percentage, 80% tomorrow, Nkana win. 20% is a draw.
All right. Another trick fixtures tomorrow is just about big and very difficult to predict matches. Nkwazi is hosting Power Dynamos. We know we've been talking about Nkwazi being the surprising team, and then they're on side, and they're hosting the fourth team. That's Power Dynamos, the defending champions.
Yeah, this is going to be a big game indeed, and if not to be a game of the week. So for Nkwazi, it's not easy to get a win at Nkwazi. Power Dynamos, yes, are playing good football, yes, but to get a win at Nkwazi, you have to sweat. So um, I can let 60% a win for Nkwazi and 40% a draw tomorrow. It's difficult for Power Dynamos to win at Nkwazi.
Let's wrap it up with the Sunday fixtures. Sunday won't have one game, and it's one of the might be easy for you to predict here. It's Prison Leopards that is hosting ZESCO United. Prison Leopards in Kabwe will be welcoming the log leaders in ZESCO United. An easy win for Wandamina.
That is a disaster for Prison Leopard. I think for Pevapa, I can say only that Prison Leopard had to prepare really, you have to prepare very well. You know, from 18 games, winning just 3 games, Ruben, I think it's not helping for Leopard. So tomorrow they are playing with the team that is on the top log there, that is leading the table. Maybe the absence of Tostan Sabata, yes, but no. Ruben, no. I win
But
for ZESCO
actually,
United.
most of this season, actually, Toast has not been in the starting 11. Mostly they've been using Otieno, uh, that foreign player. Is it from? Not so sure if it's from Congo or from Tanzania, but no, from Kenya actually. He's from Kenya. Most of the times it's Otieno. Is that I don't think they will miss Toast and Sawata in this squad.
Yeah, so I think I can only plead for the management of Prison Leopard. If Prison Leopard, and not if, let me remove the word if. Prison Leopards are going to lose on Sunday. And once the team loses, please don't fire the coach. Don't send him
It's actually
at administrative leave.
it's actually a new coach. Remember they brought in Lameck Banda, who was a former Muza coach, went to uh, went to the Mana Radiants. Then after the, there were some changes at Prison Leopards. We saw Albert leaving together with Joseph Umsonda, leaving Prison Leopards, and they brought in Lameck Banda, but nothing has changed. Nothing has improved. Do you think they can think of bringing in a new coach?
I think instead of bringing in a new coach, they have to get signings. They have to get signings. If there are players that are not helping the team, release them for other teams. Release them for other teams and or loan them out to Chipata United, one of the teams that are needing help. Loan them out so that you get signings so that the team can survive relegation. Otherwise, the situation that we are in Prison Leopard, I don't see them surviving relegation if this performance will continue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abia. Let's leave it there. We'll come back next week, same time, just to talk more about the Africa Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Ivory Coast, and also giving you the result that will be taking place tomorrow and Sunday in the Zambian Super League. For us, this is where we end this week's edition of Ubuntu Sports. It's been a lovely show, and we hope to see you next week, same time. It's a happy new year from us. God bless you. Bye bye.